Okay, when I got 25 or so, I was ignoring the negative. I should have made a bigger negative sign again. So it's the negative 0.6, which will be like 25 times this, okay? And 25 times that's still low, so what's wrong? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. You've got 436. Obviously, I've lost my ability to estimate powers. Okay, so we have A equals 436. We have B equals negative 0.6. So now what's our model?
Y equals 436 x to the negative 0.6.
I'll let you finish it out.
It was teamwork that I stole.
I'm gonna go pee now.
I'll miss you. Hope you.
So Y equals 436x to the negative 0.6. Okay? Now we get to our ultimate question. How many times, how often is that pendulum going to oscillate? Okay. Well, we could do some measuring. See, right there, 75 centimeters, and you know the ball has some thickness, so I'm going to say it's about 77 centimeters long. Okay. Now, first of all, let's get to interpretation. Because this is really what we want to talk about. What does Y mean and what does X mean?
Y means the.
It wouldn't hurt to go back and look at our graph.
Well, yeah. X is length and Y is what?
I keep forgetting that thing's there. Eventually it's going to fall and hurt me. Okay, here's our graph, right? What does our Y mean?
Frequency.
Y is the frequency. Measured in what units?
Who knows? You didn't write them down.
Cycles per minute?
Cycles per minute. Frequency is in cycles per minute. No longer period. Forget my, okay? And X is what?
Like,
X would be
like,
the length in centimeters.
You wrote it at the
Now,
top.
length was already said to be in centimeters, but it wouldn't have hurt to put it here as well, so we don't have to go searching for it, okay? So length is in centimeters. Now, I'm referring to this, which might not be on camera. I'm referring to this table and this graph, okay? So, now we're getting to some of the payoff. We identify that Y means length and frequency. In cycles per second, and X means length in centimeters. Now what can we do with that? Well, among other things, we can now say, okay, here's our graph.
So it was negative 0.6.
Yes. You missed that whole ordeal.
Y equals 436 x to the negative 0.6, right?
Yes.
Okay? And we want to find the frequency of a pendulum that hangs down to here, right? Because our original question was find the frequency. of a 77 centimeter pendulum. Okay, well, how would we do that if we had just based on our graph? If we had an accurate graph of this function, how would we get the length of a 77 centimeter pendulum?
Wait,